Good morning, friends, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. I'm getting ready because I have to go to my ADHD testing. I'm so excited about this. Like, I probably should have been tested when I was 5, but I had other health problems going on as a child, so like, plus it was the 80s and nobody cared. So I'm going today, and I'm excited / nervous because I tend to get like crazy, like, nervous Tourette's when I do stuff like this, so I'm gonna like bramble and be weird, but I'm assuming there's things I have to fill out. Like I said yesterday, I already struggled with filling out the forms online because, well, so I'm just getting a basic face on so I feel like a human while I'm in there. I'm not gonna really show you what I'm doing, just doing the things, right? So my niece has a fundraiser for her cheer thingy. Like, she's a little cheerleader. And I was like, oh, sign me up. I said, so I couldn't lose it like I did the one last year. And she's like, why are they even testing you? Just throw the meds in your mouth. I was like, well, sure. But I mean, I know it's very like cliche. And since like the lockdown and TikToks, like everybody's got ADHD. But for example, I do have to mention this because it'll be in my year-end video. When my parents were moving 2 years ago, there was a box of like report cards, and my wife saw them and was like, oh my God, Erin. I was like, what? She's like, how did you even pass school? I was like, oh, it was touch and go. But like everything said like, Erin never stops talking. Erin doesn't stay in her seat. Erin has 600 missing assignments. So it's like, that was grade school. You know, and like in college, so I went to college to be a music major. Now, at the time, I just thought, this is what I'm good at. This is what I'm going to do. But you still have to take like 9 million classes that aren't music related, and I did not do well because my brain doesn't work that way. I'm not good at school. I'm very smart. I'm not saying that in a weird way, but but my smarts kind of don't help me in real life situations all the time. You know, so it's like I can retain information, especially if I'm interested in it. You know, that's classic ADHD. And yes, the pandemic revealed some of my mental health problems that I didn't really know I had. One being sensory problems, which I guess if I had been informed in my life of what those looked like, I would have known. But it wasn't until I met my stepdaughter and went to her OT with her, because she has a slew of like sensory issues, and you know, like I've learned a lot from her and by going to her appointments with her. And you know, just hearing the information, seeing what she struggles with. I have definitely like auditory issues. Like I hate sounds, like hate them. And they, you know, they agitate me and they make me angry. And so when there's like a lot of competing sounds, my brain, it's like scrambled. I cannot think clearly, and mainly it makes me mad, which I thought I was alone in, but then I found out, no, that's like classic sensory overload, right? I had no idea, because like living my life child-free till I'm like 41, like I don't know what children do. And I don't know about these things that, you know, I probably had as a child. So, you know, I've learned a lot about that, and I definitely like have that to the point of where it's like, I need to talk about it because it does affect my life, and it did affect my life. Like working in a busy salon, that's a lot of sensory overload, right? So I would come home like angry as hell because I was like, this is, you know, too much for my system. So the pandemic being removed from that, because I wasn't working in a salon anymore, like I was like, oh, right, that's probably why I came home and was like fried and angry and I didn't know how to express myself or cope with that. You know, it was like, well, this is just life. You just go through life feeling like you want to kill everyone. Like, oh wait, no, you don't. I do want to tell you what I'm doing right now because I've been following this MAC artist on TikTok, and she basically, so you saw me put the serum foundation on. That's a very no coverage. And now I'm just taking this contour stick from NYX and I'm just like bronzing, right? But what I'm going to do is be very sloppy right now, just adding color to my face. And then I'm going to put some blush on, and then I'm going to put MAC Face and Body over the top of it. Because MAC Face and Body is like nothing, right? Anyways, so the sensory stuff, and then the ADHD came to the forefront. I mean, I always kind of knew. My mom is like the worst. Like, she's like a monster. She can't focus on anything. She's like all over the place. My sister, who is 8 years younger than me, she took medication for ADHD when she was in college, and it helped her. I should have done that too, but we didn't know. So being not busy, now, yes, I have a child that I take care of, but like the not hustle bustle of a work day, like being busy and not home all day, that hid my problems, which I'm sure a lot of people, that's why a lot of people have figured out like what's going on. Because like staying busy masks a lot of like other things, right? I don't have time to know that I'm crazy. So now that my life has slowed down in a certain way, it's like revealed. So my wife and I do family therapy every other Saturday, and she was like, you need to get tested. I'm going to kill you if you don't. Because like, it's not that I'm not, okay, for example, I think I talked about this yesterday. If it's interesting to me, I'm on it. I'm on track, face and body. I like got it handled. It's done. I broke the washing machine because I'm so absent-minded sometimes that I put a rubber glove and a comb in the washer, and it broke our washing machine. Yep. So starting in the points where I don't have like bronzer contour, like going around it with the face and body. First, my nose is running, so like that's also great. And then once I've gone in those areas, I'm going over everything lightly. This kind of melts everything into your face. I've been doing this for the last couple days and it looked really pretty, so I wanted to do it right now. Now I have my lights on in here, so it's like super blown out. Okay. Other than that, I'm just gonna throw some a little bit of brow gel on. I don't know, I feel like I have to have some makeup on or I'm gonna feel insecure. Does that happen to anybody else? It just makes me feel more me. So the kids, I talked about their advent calendars. Well, I bought one for Kelly and I, and it's from Aldi. It's the cheese calendar. We'll be opening that tonight because we forgot yesterday. They also have a wine one, but it was sold out. But we always have a bottle of wine or something that we can have with it. Just a little brow. Look at the difference that makes. Quick and easy, and just makes your face look like you have one. I can't remember the woman's name that I've become obsessed with watching on TikTok, the MAC artist. I think it's Megan Robinson. She also does this really cool thing where she gets these old bags of MAC makeup. I asked her, where do you get these from? And she said there were only like certain places in the world. I was like, okay. But they're like filled with like vintage MAC products. Like they could be 20 years old, they could be 5 years old, and she doesn't know what's going to be in it, and she opens them and she's like, oh my god, because like she's a MAC person, and I want that. And now it's reminded me of a bunch of products that I stopped using, like the eyeshadow Stars and Rockets. That's still a shadow, but she uses it all the time, and I'm like, I need to get that. This is going to be dangerous. So the other thing she does is takes her powder, bronzer, contour, and does that. But then she also, for a very quick eyeball, just takes it like on her eye. Just to get some like shadow up there. And then she just is like, whatever highlight you're using, just put on your lid. That brush is kind of enormous, but you get the point. We're going fast here. So I'm going to grab my highlight because I'm almost done. We're going to highlight and do some mascara, and then I'm done because I got to change. Because I had a debacle with the paperwork, but I think I might have gotten it filled out because they sent me an email with the specific things I had to do. Because there were like 90,000 forms. What is this? It's good. My child said I looked crazy. Mama, me no like your crazy hair. I was like, well, I can't help it. That's who I am. So then just taking my highlight on my lid. No reinvention of the wheel here. Just make yourself look like a human. Okay, and then mascara, but you don't need to see that, so I'm gonna go. Bye, see you later. All right, so I just dropped my daughter off at dance, and I'm going to brave Trader Joe's. Should I be scared? Or do you want to see what I get if it's like holiday related? Why am I asking you? You're not gonna get a choice. It's either gonna happen or it's not. I am frightened because there was no parking. But yeah, grocery shopping by myself is like not something I really get to do except on dance days. So I'm gonna go real slow. Okay, I understand this is the worst lighting in America and you are inside of a cupboard because I don't have anywhere else to set you. And notice this. Our kitchen is under renovation. And by that I mean my wife ripped a half wall down, ripped a set of cabinets off the wall, ripped a set of counters out, and now we're just left with this until next year. So that's what we're doing. Anyways, I did go into Trader Joe's and got a few things I want to show you. Some things are like seasonal favorites, and then like weird things I've been wanting to try because I've been seeing them, my child over there, on TikTok. So a perennial favorite that I have not picked up in years because frankly it makes me sad. I used to have a beautiful fireplace in my old home. I did have a pretty fireplace in Ohio, but I didn't live near Trader Joe's. 2, my house in Michigan that I had to leave when I got divorced was like my dream house, and I thought I was gonna live there till I died. I do plan on haunting it. I want to fly out of the fireplace and haunt every single person who lives there. So I would decorate the mantle. It was like my favorite thing to do. Well, Trader Joe's has the sparkle trees. And I used to always get them for my mantle. Well, I do not have a mantle, but if you saw my video from yesterday or the first Vlogmas, I have like a whole tree village situation going on. So we're gonna add the sparkle tree, bringing it back. Okay, another like seasonal type thing. Hold on, I gotta grab it. I think it's seasonal. It makes me think of Christmas. Chocolate covered cherries. I don't know. They just remind me of Christmas. Because you know when you see those cordials, they're always out around Christmas time. It's like fake fancy. But I do like dark chocolate and we like cherry here. So got those. I'm going to put them in the fridge because they're best when they're cold, I feel like. Oh, then this is like a viral situation. The Korean cinnamon filled pancakes. They're a chewy, flaky dough with luscious, ooey gooey cinnamon filling. My children will love these. I'm sure I'll eat one as well. And what else did I want to show you? Oh, these, because delicious. Blue cheese stuffed olives, great on their own. Drop it in martini, yum. And then this is for Krista. I don't know if she's gonna watch this, probably not. But this is my OG, like, easy dinner that I got her onto. She's probably not had in 50 years because I made it. You get the organic tomato and roasted red pepper soup. And you heat that up. And you plop in cheese tortellinis. And it's, like, so good, so easy, so yummy. So, yeah, I think that's the only... Well, I got wine. Obviously, got wine to go with my Advent cheese calendar. Did I talk about that? I bought the Advent cheese calendar from Aldi. They didn't have the wine one when I was there. So I gotta have wine with that. I didn't open it yesterday and I'm like, that's all I can think about. So tonight, my wife and I will be doing day 1 and 2. I'll film it later. You know, whatever. Gotta go. Bye. So the soup looks really good. Hazel, does it smell good?
Yeah.
So the dumplings are in there. It's just heating them through right now. And we're gonna eat in a few minutes. Then we have to go drive to get my stepdaughter. So I'll probably just say goodnight later. All right, so it's the end of the night and I don't really have faith that we're gonna get to this. But it's the cheese advent calendar from Aldi. We haven't done any of the days yet, so far we're failing. But isn't it cute? If my wife can get away from the children quick enough, we might eat our 2 pieces that we haven't done yet. If not, tomorrow we get 3. So either way, calling it a night. Bye.